MiniWarGaming's Ask the Wargamer.
MiniWarGamer Dave here from MiniWarGaming.com. Welcome Wargamers to Ask the Wargamer. In this series of videos, I like to grab comments and questions that I can see, and I like to scrutinize accordingly. It's been a little while since I made one of these, so prepare for scrutiny, because it's coming. Like, it's gonna be coming so bad, like, you're just not even gonna be ready for it. Juho Yukari. What is your favorite gifts from the Chaos Boon table? Life Taker. Makes your melee attacks instant death. That's awesome for just a regular champion of chaos. A chaos cultist has to have a champion of chaos in the cultist sect. Can you imagine a small little chaos cultist champion of chaos inflicting instant death on like a massive Turbigon or something? That's why I think that's the coolest one. Cosmic Fate is also pretty cool. Rerolling failed armor saves makes you pretty hard to kill. JoyVids99. Hey Dave, is there any way that you can play Imperial Guard without using like a million tanks? Not none, but only a few, but not too many, but still some, but using mostly troops? Defi. Absolutely. Of course there's a way. There's always a way, and you will find it. Not here today, because your question was convoluted, and I don't even think you're being 100% serious. FireMage81. Hey Dave, would you be mad if I sent you a chocolate Tau Hammerhead? I've been debating making chocolate Warhammer 40k models just for the bragging rights. Of course I wouldn't be mad. I eat Tau for breakfast anyway. Yeah, that's right, you Tau players. Tau Hammerhead. Iron Frenzy 217. Hey Dave, after a few months of debating, I just bought a Necron Battle Force as my first army. I have an Overlord and Trizen on their way. What else do you think I should get to fill up 1,000 points? I'll be right back. This is absolutely mean, but you just gotta do it. Bring one of these guys. Flyers will tip the balance of the game in your favor, like, every time. Isn't that right, Mr. Helldrake? And because it's fun. And your opponent will hate you even more so. And that's what you want to happen. Do you want them to like you? I don't think that's why we fight wars that are miniature. Simon Gerber. Hey Dave, you are really awesome. I got a question. I collect Space Marines. What would be the tank to get? I'm gonna have to say not one, not two, but 3 Predator tanks. Decked out with nothing more than just their naked autocannon. Why? Because it's really cheap, and you can put them at the back of your army, and you can fire off your shots every single time. I did that once in a game, and I had 9 tanks on the board, and they were just bare minimum tanks. No one particular tank was really overly strong, and by doing this, the enemy, they couldn't focus fire on anything, and it was a lot of fun to watch. Did I win this game? Yeah, I think I won this game. I don't actually remember, it happened so long ago. Is this a good tactic? It all depends on what you're fighting, but it's a fun tactic. And it gets you more models in your army. And that's just impressive. Oni XX Ninja. Hey Dave, I am getting into 40k. I have a tactical squad, and I'm playing to get Sicarius and scouts with snipers. Should I get an assault, devastator, or command squad? I plan to get all of them, but which should I get first? P.S. Do you like Twigs? Twigs are good, and I would get assault marines or devastators. And just to make it fun, for every 10 assault marines, get 5 devastators. There's no rhyme or reason, there's no logic, it's just for fun. Good choices though, good options. Options between awesomeness and greatness. Whichever one you want. Glenn Fuzzbuzz. Please, 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 I need Dark Eldar help. We always forgotten help. Dark Eldar help? In my experience, whenever I see a Dark Eldar battle happening, they're not the ones that need help. See, the thing about the Dark Eldar is they're like Eldar and they have trickery. Only they're like better because they have even more Eldar trickery. That is dark. And they got lance weapons that just neuter other armies, and it's just insane. Whatever the case may be, take advantage of your poison factor. Bolly Jansen. Hey Dave, a question. I'm playing Space Wolves, and my plan for my long fangs are 2 missile launchers and 3 last cannons. But recently I'm hearing plasma are very strong in 6th edition. Should I change my plan? Remember, I have Splitfire. Remember, I have Splitfire. I wish I had Splitfire. Because I don't have Splitfire, I'm gonna tell you to go with the plasma. And not because it's necessarily a better choice, but because Space Wolves think they're big deals, and so I want you to get hot, and I want you to burn your hands off by shooting those plasmas. I'm only half kidding, that sounds incredibly mean. This is what I really mean. Missile launchers are probably the best choice. Relatively inexpensive, good long range, doesn't get hot, it's nice high strength, you can take out most things you're shooting at. That's what I would do. SGF Productions. Dear Dave, I have just started playing 40k and I am about to pass my 4th month benchmark. I play Tau, and I'm asking what else should I add to my army if I have 13 Fire Warriors, 12 Croots, 1 Devilfish and 1 Battlesuit. P.S. I may be a Tau playing, but peace to you and Defi. Well, I gotta go and throw up the peace sign. That's not fair. That makes it so anything I say doesn't count now. But the answer to the question is add more troops. Add more warriors of fire. Robin Zija. Best war gear options against Imperial Guard for a Chaos Space Marine Demon Prince. Well, let me tell you, you're gonna need wings, power armor, Mark of Chaos, it really doesn't matter at this point. But the weapon, your Chaos artifact needs to be the Black Mace, because you're gonna be taking out droves of guys with this. droves, I tell ya. Here's why, for those of you who don't know, this will instill fear into your heart. I'm a demon prince, I'm in close combat. I inflict a wound on your guy. If that wound is unsaved, that model immediately takes a toughness test. If the test has failed, the model is removed as a casualty with no saves of any kind allowed. That's right, no saves of any kind. Page 69 of the Chaos Space Marine Codex. It states that. Now, incredibly useful against Imperial Guard, especially if you're fighting against guardsmen. However, at the end of the phase, all non-vehicle enemy units within 3 inches of the bearer must take a toughness test. For any test that's failed, they are removed. So basically, picture this. The beginning of the Lord of the Rings movie, when Sauron is like just busting his way through groups of elves, that's what the Demon Prince will be doing. That is your horde killer. Before, hordes were the bane of a Demon Prince, not any longer. 5 attacks base, plus the demon weapon attacks, which is D6, plus all these additional toughness tests, not to mention the extra Hammer of Wrath attack when you attack. It's just sick. And it's flesh bane, which means that you just gotta roll 2s to wound. Doesn't matter what you're fighting. Just do it. Time for a letter. This looks like origami. The heck am I looking at here? Dave's superhero. Dear Dave. Arn. First 3 letters of that first word after Dear Dave, you tell me what that says. I be wondering what to do, scouts or tacties, as me main mateys. Kill out the Chaos Captain in Novak? Yes, absolutely, I agree. No idea what I just agreed to, but that's fine. It's all good. Jordan Warwick Turney. Hi Dave, I have an Eldar army and wonder if you would know what Phoenix Lord or Lords I should field in my army. P.S. I also do my own Blood Angels chapter. I might do Chaos or Tau. What do you think on both of these questions? For Phoenix Lords, can't answer that. I don't know enough about the Eldar trickery to be able to tell you a correct answer that would actually be useful. For that, you're gonna have to Twitter Joe. And yes, I'm gonna plug Joe right now because he's been bugging me to. To Twitter Joe, go to MWG_Joe. Ask him your Eldar questions. But what about like this? No, apparently that doesn't count as the real thing. Who would have thought? And as for choosing between Tau or Chaos, of course you're going to want to choose Tau. I am absolutely kidding. Just what do you think, even for a second, that I would be serious when I'd be saying that? Mega Elite 25. Hi Dave, you and Dan, Ork Dan, got me into 40k and I decided to go with Orks. I know I have to get a lot of boys. I don't know how to build the rest F. I really couldn't tell you how to build an F. However, if you're lacking Ludas, then get Ludas. Because Looters are good. They're good against everything. Because when they snapshot, you're only negating 50% of their shooting ability. That's much less than some other awesome models that can normally shoot really well, but when they snapshot, they lose 75% of their shooting abilities. Yeah, big difference. Huge difference. Ludas. Sean DeMann. Davey, please answer this question. I just got the Blood Angels Codex, and is Death Company troops and is Storm Raven fast attack or heavy support? Yes, Death Company are troops. However, you can only include 1 troop's choice of them in your army. Unless you field Astaroth the Grim, if this is the case, then that restriction is removed. Storm Raven gunship is a heavy support choice, not a fast attack. I am sorry. But if you think about it, it makes sense, right? You'll have to excuse this model for not being finished, but this is quite heavy in my hands. It doesn't feel like it's fast at all, DJ Hit2K. Hola Dave, ¿cómo estás? Yo soy Joe. I need some help from you, the Pie of Death, and Dan, the Wog King, making an Ork kill team. There's so many options and I can't decide. Please help. Gracias por todo, tu amigo Joe. I'll go with the same thing as before. Ludas. Try that. Try a kill team of Ludas. And watch your opponent hate you. That's the goal, is to make your opponent hate you. We know we've done our job when that's happened, but we have to do it in a not gloating way to make them even more mad. Because when you gloat, it's warranted that people hate you. When you're just there all modest-like, and you're like this little mastermind that's quiet about his domination, that's the best type of enemy. Because then you feel like you've been psychologically mastered, and nobody likes that feeling. That's worse than physical submission. Cortex Crayon, what does that look like? Hi Dave, I'm not sure which army to pick. Imperial Guard, Grey Knights, or Chaos Space Marines? The answer, every single time, will be Chaos Space Marine. JK Legendo FPF 3. Scrutinize me, please. You have now been scrutinized. Linas Macionis. Hey Dave! I'm starting Warhammer 40k, but I don't know which to choose. Chaos Demons, Chaos, or Grey Knights? Please answer in next Ask the Wargamer. In this order should you choose Chaos Space Marines, Chaos Demons, Grey Knights. Noah Johnson 0623. Hey Dave, I was wondering what Dark Eldar army list to use to kick Chaos and Tyranids' butts. As for a list to use against Chaos, couldn't tell you. It's not because I can't tell you, it's because I don't want to tell you. Against Tyranids, on the other hand, high strength weapons or multiple blast template weapons, if you got them. I don't know what you have exactly in the Dark Eldar army, I just know that it's a bunch of Dark Eldar trickery that's happening. Psychic is the way to go. Blood Angels 1450. Hey Dave, please make more Blood Angel banter bat reps. They are always the highlights of my day, but I have seen all of them at least 1,000 times. Thank you. As you may have guessed this already, probably not going to do Blood Angel banter bat reps for a while. I'm going to be focusing on Chaos Space Marines, just so you know. I'm going to throw that out there just so the expectation is set. So when you see another Chaos Space Marine banter bat rep, you're going to be like, okay, well, that's what he said he was going to do. It's not going to be like something that he said he was going to do but didn't do because that really sucks. That's not to say that I'll never make Blood Angel banter bat reps. I still will do that because Blood Angels are still fun. Just don't expect that before you've seen a few Chaos Space Marine banter bat reps. Kind of excited about that, so just to give me a break here for just a second. Time for another letter. This would be from Grant Grzdzelewski. Sorry that I butchered your last name. I just know that you're from West Virginia. For Dave and for Matt. Interesting. Okay, so I'm gonna give this to Matt later. And what do we have inside here? Now I understand why you've really made it so a lot of paper was covering this. Just to be safe. Dear Dave, I apologize for not sending any chocolate, but hopefully you can use the money to buy something. Anyway, please tell Matt to make some Tyranid terrain videos because I can't find any on your website. That's because there's like 1 or 2 videos that have Tyranid terrain in them. Also included in this letter is a picture for Matt and a picture of a weird Tyranid terrain piece. P.S. I wrote this in red to signify importance. That, my friend, looks like a brain or a placenta. But I'll be sure to pass on the message. I'm not gonna let Matt read his letter. I'm not gonna read his letter. That's not privacy. Thank you for this. I'm gonna get some nice chocolate. Colonel Kraut. Dave, why aren't you a demon prince yet? You are the single reason as to why I got into 40k and chaos. I collect a chaos army, but not an ordinary chaos army. I am the proud enforcer of renegades and heretics. Servants of slaughter army of over 6,000 points. Yes, I know it's a Forge World army, but I can't help it. I love the militia models. I'll have my army painted soon, and I'll send you pics with gifts of the Chaos Gods, Catan, and the WoW, for you and the staff of MiniWarGaming and appreciation. Wow. All I gotta say to that is pie plate of glory. That's awesome, brother. Like, that's awesome. See, when awesome stuff like that happens, no reaction is good enough. Ayo. For the record, he, German word for chocolate, is pronounced chocolade, like Bin Laden without the N. If you've seen struggle, wig that, for a while now, Dave. Also, Americans trying to pronounce German words sound like Jabba the Hutt. You know, I absolutely agree when Americans pronounce German words, they sound like that. That's just funny stuff. Not being an American, I can say that. Like, that's just funny. Yeah, you guys, you gotta work on your pronunciation. I just like, seriously? Come on. I'm just bugging you, man. You thought I was American, right? That's the non-regional diction talking. I get that all the time. People think I'm from California, except when I use the word A at the end of a sentence. That's kind of a dead giveaway. Sigh, chocolate. Hi, I'm Diabetes, and I love chocolate. Of course you love chocolate if you're diabetes. Diabetes being a mindless entity in millions of bodies around the world, you're gonna be attracted to chocolate. The only thing that makes sense. Draski Vanderhoff, that's an awesome name. You can learn German on Duolingo.com for free. It is really easy and fun. Spam alert. The Traveler 12. Need more Life of a Wargamer. Expect more of that, because a lot more is coming. Like, so much more that you're just gonna love it. Beamer Ball 666. Need more rejects. You're gonna be getting more of that. That's right. That's all the time I have answers for right now. Before I give you the address to send chocolate to or packages of painted miniatures, I'm gonna start something here. Click the link below to like the MiniWarGaming Facebook page. I've grabbed some comments off of Facebook today, and I post random stuff on there. And if you like random posts of things that don't make sense and make you smile, then just enjoy. Then by all means, like the Facebook page and send it to your friends, because it's just fun stuff. Same with Twitter. I've also included a link to our Twitter page, which I personally tweet on. I actually use it properly now. I don't just post updates of our videos, because you get that on YouTube anyway. I like to share my thoughts. If you would like to know the thoughts of a chaotic wargamer, follow us on Twitter. Link below. To send me chocolate or painted miniatures, please send it to Ask the Wargamer, 411 East Main Street, Welland, Ontario, Canada, L3B 3X3. That's it for now. Happy wargaming.